Hello, good morning, everyone. Is it still morning? It's still morning. Of course, for me, it's morning. Well, whatever time you listen to this or watch this video, it may not be morning. So, good day. So, I'm still up here in Blue Mountain with my wonderful wife and going through the book of Genesis. Reading through Genesis chapter 3, and we were just looking at some things in here, reading some things in here, and beginning to understand some things in here. And we're at this part here where Adam sinned. And when Adam was in agreement, that is, in obedience with God, he walked in freedom. He was happy. He was healthy. Everything was just going wonderful. But then when he disobeyed, that's when evil began to come into his life. His freedom was gone. Fear set in, and then his health began to deteriorate. And as I was looking at Genesis chapter 4, verse 4, we can see right here how Satan, through the serpent, was literally saying that God lied. Because the serpent said to the woman, "You will not surely die." When God said to them before that if you eat of this fruit, you will die. And the Satan says, no, you're not going to die. Discrediting God. And so, as I was sharing with my wife that as I kept reading down through there, how Satan came in there to separate man from God. And by separating the man from God, it actually separated man from one another. Because it separated Adam from Eve. Because you can see through the scripture here how Adam turned against his wife. As I shared this with my wife, how Adam turned against his wife. For example, here in Genesis chapter 3, verse 9. Then the Lord God called to Adam and said to him, "Where are you?" Because Adam and Eve, they were hiding. They had made fig leaves and they're hiding. And then Adam said, "I heard your voice in the garden and I was afraid." See, before that, he wasn't afraid. Before that, everything was just nice and there was no fear. After he disobeyed, that's when the fear came in. I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And God said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree of which I commanded you should not eat?" Then the man said, this is the part right here, "The woman who you gave to be with me, she gave me of the tree and I ate." He didn't take responsibility for what he did. He blamed his wife. So his wife could brought him the fruit. It was in his power right then and there to accept or to reject that, to continue to obey God or to disobey God. But rather, because he disobeyed, all that stuff that wasn't in him before, fear, all that stuff, he turned against his wife because he was separated from God. So now the separation of him from his wife began. So he did not want to take the punishment or the blame for what happened. But he was willing to allow that punishment or that blame to be poured onto his wife. Sin separates. And then Jesus Christ came to restore us back to God. My name is Shaka Brown, and that's just a bite-sized illumination that I want to drop on you on this beautiful Saturday. Remember that meditation is actually education, and it brings illumination. God bless you. We'll talk to you in the next segment.